Hello, this is NinjaBob and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved. And actually it's not just welcome back to you, it's welcome back to me as well, as it happens, because well, if you saw the last episode, it was a few weeks ago now, but we said we weren't going to stop this series, we were just going to slow down a little bit so that I could concentrate more going back on the console edition, which hopefully you've been watching that series and enjoying that, and we're going to be keeping that going as well. But I've got to be honest, over the last few weeks we've sort of found ourselves a bit pushed for time and haven't really had time to even play Feed the Beast, let alone record videos on it, but we're going to try and get back into the swing of things now. As you can see, nothing's changed hugely since you last joined us. The mountain there at the very top, you can see we've started to build our house. Last time you saw us, actually, we were trapped in the Nether, and pretty much the last thing we did before stopping playing Feed the Beast is we managed to escape from the Nether, but it took us an awfully long time. We did get very lost, but yeah, we discovered some cool stuff, not least of all, actually, just spotted out of the corner of my eye, one of them's grown. These trees, yeah, they're trees. There are trees growing in the Nether. You might have seen them. There was all kinds of stuff growing in the Nether, but some things which you just did not expect, and I guess wooden trees didn't seem to be the kind of thing you'd find in a place mostly made of fire, but apparently they do. They grow, and they grow nicely, and they grow very unusual trees. Look at these. They are completely blue logs. And they generate blue planks and blue saplings, and they occasionally drop apples as well, but not normal apples. Look, it's one of these. I had one in my pocket already, a potash apple. I don't know what that does, other than apparently it tastes a bit like chalk. Doesn't sound too appetising, does it? Let's just replant these, because I definitely want to use these blue planks. I think they're really nice looking. I've only got 7 saplings back, so that's a bit worrying. There's 9 trees there. Did we lose any? Did I miss any? I don't think I did. No, okay, alright, fair enough. But there you go, we've got these blue trees. Let me just quickly show you. They generate... Oh no, don't need to do that. See, this is the trouble. I'm a bit out of practice. I've been playing console and got used to having crafting menus again now, rather than manual crafting, classic crafting. So, but look at that. These darkwood planks are actually blue. I don't know why they're called darkwood, but oh, it's night time. I guess I should get indoors. But let me just get you to somewhere a bit lighter so that you can see these planks a bit clearer. Look. How nice is that? So yeah, definitely looking to make use of those. That portal kind of made me jump there. Makes an awful lot of noise, doesn't it? Oh dear. Right. So let me take you indoors and we'll show you what we managed to get. What we were actually in the Nether for in the first place was mostly I wanted some glowstone, because I wanted to make some lights like these to put up in our mountain home. So these ones we managed to steal from some villages, but I wanted to find a way of making them for ourselves. And I checked the menu here. Let me go to remind myself how to do this. I think they're called lanterns. There we go. So they're the lanterns, and they're very cheap and easy to make. Just a couple of bits of iron, a couple of bits of glass paint, but you needed glowstone, and we didn't have any because we hadn't been to the Nether. So we continued our search through the Nether, and let me just remind myself what chest we've dumped our stuff in. I think this one here we go. This is stuff we managed to get from the Nether. So the usual supplies of netherrack and nether bricks. We also got some ash blocks, which I'm not quite sure what they're for. We got some of this darkwood as well, like I mentioned. We got blocks of flesh. That sounds nice, doesn't it? And we also got some chunks of flesh. Charming. I've really got no idea what they're used for. We've got some piles of ashes, although I think we've had those before. I'm not sure before, but I'm sure we've had them before. Over here we have hive blocks. Do you remember those things that were hanging down from the ceilings? They were hives. Giant beehives, apparently, and that's what they were made of. This is a weird one. Now, I can't remember if we actually showed this in the video or not, but this is an absolutely bizarre block. Look, it's called an ash cloud. Let me place that for you there. Now, look what's clever about this one. Whoop, straight through it. It looks like cloud. It acts like cloud. You can see through it. You can walk through it. But it's a placeable block, and we can mine it, and we can reuse it. We can build things out of it. So I guess it's all a bit like an alternative for Windows. But the only thing is, I'm not sure if beasties can make their way through it. So I don't know how safe we'd be behind ash clouds. Probably not very. We also got some sulfur, and you might remember we were mining that last time. And I think it was the sulfur. It basically came in a piece of netherrack, and it had these little bits of sulfur embedded into it. But as I mined it, it exploded in my face, tried to kill me. Do you remember that? So yeah, apparently someone mentioned in the comments, and I apologise, I can't remember who, but someone mentioned in the comments that apparently if you use silk touch, then you can mine the block, and then you can then extract the sulfur afterwards. So if we ever find any ore blocks in the Nether again, then really what we need is some silk touch tools. Here's a weird one as well. Look at this. We got bone segments, and these were like in structures using these 3 different sizes and shapes, a bit like this. I don't think we saw this in the video. I think this was afterwards. So there you go. You've got a block of bone, but then you've got a segment of bone, which can be placed, oh no, it doesn't go that way, but you can place them vertically or sideways like that. But then you've also got these small bone segments that can go like that. I wonder if they can go on the end. Can they? Yeah, they can. Look. How weird is that? I've no idea what you do with these. I mean, I guess you could build yourself a giant skeleton, really, but yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? I don't know if there's a specific purpose for that. I guess if you know what that's all about, then you can let me know in the comments. But otherwise, I think maybe we'll just use them decoratively, because you could kind of use. It's unusual, isn't it, to have blocks that can go sideways like that, that are so thin. Other than sort of things like fences, but these, yeah, you can jump over. They're like a half slab size. So yeah, we've got some very interesting stuff. But we did also manage to get what we went for, which was the glowstone. And the glowstone, I think I'm going to leave a stack just in case there's anything else we want to do. But I'm going to take these, I'm going to turn these into glowstone blocks, which, if I remember rightly, is it 4? It is, it's 4 like that. There we go. Oh, see, I told you I'm a little bit out of practice with all this. Oh, I just heard a noise in the background there. I'm assuming we have a visitor. Anfield Angel, hello. Nice of you to join us. Oh, she got her headphones on, can't she hear me? Hello. She has got headphones on. Yeah, you've got a headset on. Hello, how you doing? Long time no see. It's been a while since we've been in Feed the Beast. Are you still getting used to the controls again? Oh, look, I've left the bone up in the air. I'm sorry. Let me just grab that back. It's rude of me. Yeah, how are you doing? It's good to be back, though, isn't it? It's nice to be back. Having to relearn things is a bit of a pain, I must admit. But yeah, it's nice to be back and playing in this world again, because we were just getting into the swing of things, really, when we sort of stopped playing. But like I say, I really wanted to get back and start sort of focusing on the Hollow Mountain series on console again, and we've done that. Like I say, we are now just going to try and get back into the swing of doing both. That's the plan. So, right, there we go. We've got some glowstone. So I want to make some of these planks. Now, can I remember where glass lives? Oh, here we go. This is where we have to open up every single chest. I really wish we had some signs or something that can help us with this. So annoying. Anfield Angel, are you able to give me any clues where I might find glass? I don't suppose you can remember either, though. It's been ages since you've been here as well. That's all wood over there. That much I know. I think glass must be downstairs. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. There's some glass panes, but I need more than that, so let's grab a stack of those. I can hear a zombie out here somewhere. Presumably he's in the river, so we'll ignore him. So let's go and make ourselves some glass panes. Can I remember how to do that? Is it that way? No. Will we make a square? No. Oh, I can't remember how to make glass panes. Oh, how annoying. How embarrassing. Okay, I'm going to have to look it up, aren't I? Ah, dear. So this is the thing. You play console and you get so used to having all the recipes laid out for you. There you go. It's 6 in a block. There you go. Like that. Simple as that. Oh dear, right on. I've probably made way too many of them. Right, let's pop upstairs and grab ourselves some iron. We did that. I have had the smeltery working overtime. It's now being fueled off of a drum full of lava. It's working very, very efficiently now. And what I do is every time I run past here, I just grab a few bits of iron out of here, dump them into this thing. I think you can do something like 36 at a time. And then, yeah, what we've been doing is using these drums again, but for liquid materials, because these glass tanks are good, but if you look at that, it tells you, look, it holds up to 16,000 NB of whatever molten material you have. But this thing here holds 250,000 MB. So yeah, a lot more space efficient. One of those little drums is the same size as one of these glass things. That's just over halfway full now, full of iron. How cool is that? But we don't need that much. We don't need millions of pieces of iron. We just need a few ingots, I think. So what I think it'd be quicker if we make ourselves a few blocks. Oh, that's not iron. I forgot to put iron at the bottom. Hold on, let's put the iron at the bottom. There we go. Right, sorry about that. That was a complete waste. Never mind, we'll come back and deal with that later. So we'll make ourselves a couple of these blocks of iron. Strange how it comes out red, isn't it? But yeah, it turns to the normal iron colour once it... I was going to say it renders then. That's not what I mean at all. But yeah, you know what I mean. Once it goes solid, like... that, there we go, is a normal iron block and another, and I guess we might get another couple on the go as well. Let's just grab these, get ourselves 18 ingots. I could do with just a few more than that. Come on, let's see if we can get these to hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Come on, come on, come on. And this one. Yep, come on. There you go, 1 and 2. And quickly turn those into ingots again. Right, and let's see if we can remember the recipe to make these lamps. So the glowstone one in the middle, I think. And then I think the iron went top and bottom like so. Oh, I've not done it all. And then I think the glass panes went either side. There we go. Oh, wow. Well, look, you get 4. You get 4 lanterns for each one of those. Oh, that's really cheap then. I didn't realise that. Well, we want quite a few, to be fair, because you know our house is big. And don't worry, we are going to go and have a look at the house in just a second. I think one more. There you go, half a stack. Oh, that's really cheap. I had no idea it would be that cheap. Wow. Okay, cool. Right. Well, I guess we'll take these upstairs. And perhaps we'll start look at how the house is getting on. Like I say, we haven't really done much since the last episode. What I do know is we need a bit more. Oh, sounds like Anfield Angel's got herself into a fight down there. What I do know is we're running a bit low on the limestone. We've decided to use limestone just because we've got so much of the stuff. We have got tons and tons and tons of limestone, and we've got no other real use for it. So we decided to use it on the building, and then we can use the carpenter's chisel, I think it's called. Which one is it? It's this one, isn't it? Oops, here we go. The obsidian chisel. It's yeah, from the chisel mod, which allows you to redesign the blocks. So I'm going to go and grab some more of those. Was it this one? No, there we go. No, that's the green one. That's not what I want. There we go. Right, so let's grab these and let's head upstairs to the house. House up on top of the mountain. So yeah, let's go and have a look. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if Anfield Angel has made any progress. I'll tell you what I am going to do though. Oh, Anfield Angel's out there by the looks of it, or is that not her? I saw someone bobbing around out there. Oh no, it's a zombie. It's a zombie in gold armour. Okay, fair enough. Let's just ignore him. It looks like he's distracted by Anfield Angel anyway. Right, what I was going to do is I was going to take a few samples of wood that we could use upstairs. Let's just empty out my inventory a little bit. We'll use my backpack, knapsack, whatever it's called. Right, let's just dump all of that. There we go. Right, we've got a bit more space there. So in here we've got all these different types of wood, including our fancy new dark wood. But we've also got, what's the, oh, desert acacia. I don't even know what that one is. I don't know where that one's come from. I thought that was willow. Is it willow wood? There you go. There's the willow. That one comes out like a green colour. Acacia is obviously orange. I can't remember what redwood does. I guess it's kind of reddish. We've got cherry wood as well. Got tons of cherry wood. So I guess I'm going to take one. I'm going to take one stack of each of the ones that look interesting. I think that one looks pretty interesting. That one, maple wood. That I remember that looking nice. Don't know what great wood does. So let's take that with us. Yeah, I've got some of this already. What about eucalyptus? That sounds interesting. We've not really used any of this stuff so far, so I'm going to avoid using any of the standard Minecraft logs. Canopy tree wood, there you go. I'm not sure what any of these turn into. Some of them, I have noticed that some of the trees don't actually have their own planks, so they have an unusual tree, but they don't have an unusual plank block to go with it. So we might find ourselves with just a bunch of oak out of some of these, but that's okay. I know that at least some of them are going to have an interesting design, and that's all I'm really interested in. Here's a little party going on out here, isn't there? Right, we'll ignore them and let's head up to the mountain. We do need to find a quicker way of doing this. I still haven't sorted out. I was going to do an intralinking book, wasn't I, so that you could go straight from the old house to the new one, just through a Mistcraft intralinking book. But I've still not got that sorted. Perhaps we'll get that done at some point soon. Because although this route's pretty handy, you know, we've got a ladder that comes up here, and then we've got a nice hidden staircase that goes up. And oh, can hear a zombie about somewhere. I don't know where he is. No, okay, let's just ignore him. We've got this nice pink staircase here, and then a nice purple staircase here. What was this one? This was amaranth. Amaranth stairs. So that's a nice block as well, a nice colour block. So what I'm thinking with this room, with our building, oh, bit of lag spike there. What I'm thinking with this building, because it's so big, here it is, look, it's coming together nicely now. What I'm thinking, because it's so big, that what we should do is start dividing it up. Oh, is this it? Anfield Angel, is this it? Is this the house complete now? I got you, I got you. So she's got herself a bed and a couple of torches on fence posts. Is that it? We're done. Oh, there you go, everyone. It's, that ended much quicker than I expected it to. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, see you next time. Bye. No? No? Is that not right? No? Is this just the way you've been sleeping lately? Oh, you got 2 beds. Oh, there we go. Right, we've got a bed for each of us. Right, that really is it. Okay, thanks, everyone. See you later. Bye. No, Anfield Angel still doesn't seem happy with that. No, do you still think we need to do more work? Well, I've got to be honest, I agree with you. So I notice you've got torches everywhere, but I do have these nice looking things. I don't know if I've shown you these. Oh, I've put them in my knapsack. Here you go, Anfield Angel. Take these. See what you think of those. Well, I know you've seen them, but maybe you could try putting a couple up on the walls. And just see how they look. But the thing is this house is so big. This is so big. I think we need to start dividing it up into rooms. And I was thinking there's a couple of different ways we could do it. We could sort of do it in quarters, maybe, just to do a wall across the middle and then a wall across that way, maybe. But I don't know, if we're going to do a big fancy dome on this thing, then I'm thinking that it needs like a sort of an atrium in the middle. Does that make sense? So if we had like what have I got on me? Have I got anything I can mark out with? Not really. I guess I could just use some wood. Let me just use some wood. If we was to sort of... this is going to be a very, very rough circle. But if we say this is roughly the middle here, like this, like that. So if we was to do a sort of shape like this, bearing in mind that this isn't completely circular. This building is sort of slightly egg-shaped. So there we go. In fact, I could show you that on the map. If I show you on the map, look, there's our building. And it's slightly egg-shaped like that. But that is deliberate. We chose to do that because of the shape of that we were dropping it into. It's kind of cool, isn't it, that map? Because that literally zoom in like that. That's literally one block. There you go. There's the blocks I just placed. So you can use this to sort of follow your own patterns that you've drawn out. It's so cool. So anyway, what did I do? I went single, single, then double, double, and then I think 4 along the sides there. That'll do. I don't need to... This isn't sort of a permanent thing or anything. I just want to sort of give you an idea. This might not actually be big enough, actually, now that I've done it. I think maybe it should be bigger. Oops, let me get rid of that one because we did 3 on the other side. Do us a favour and have a quick sleep, Anfield Angel. We only need half of us to sleep in this mod. So one of the convenient little tools that it has built into it, only one person, or only 50% of players have to sleep in order to skip the night. There you go. Good morning. Did you have a good sleep? That's the second night running that you've slept and I haven't. I'm exhausted. I really need to get more sleep. So anyway, right. So if you had this area like this in the middle, and I know it's not in the middle. Let's just have a little look at the map here. It's not too far off. It's not right. It's a little bit up and to the right, so you'd need to move it slightly. But yeah, you get the idea that if you was to have an area like this, possibly slightly bigger, but in here, I think there should be no roof, apart from the main roof on the dome that we do on the main building. But then everything outside of this should be like little rooms. And again, maybe it could be divided into quarters, but that would still be pretty massive rooms. I don't know if we want it because it'd be quite that big. So maybe we could have sort of a long room here and then a sort of cheese-shaped one, like a pizza slice over here, and then another sort of long rectangular room. Something like that. Something like that. I think that would look good. And then what that would give us an opportunity to do as well is to use all these different wood types for the floor. So instead of just having, you know, one floor type across the whole thing, we could maybe use these ones just as an example because they're in my hand. Oh, there you go. That's the amaranth. So that's the purple. So we could use. Let me just. How do I do that? Shift, wasn't it? There you go. So you could do a room like that, which is the purple room, and we could probably decorate it as well because I know that we can use our chisel to do things like this. See this cobblestone over here? That's just normal cobblestone, but we've used that chisel, that obsidian chisel there, to choose colours. So we could do that and then have like purple walls, and then maybe the next room along, let's do some cherry. Let's not do all of it because I'm running out of inventory space. But there you go. There's a nice sort of cherry colour there. So let's grab that, and you can have a room over here maybe that was that colour, like so. And then sort of decorate the whole room in sort of red colours. So I think that would be a nice way of doing things. I'm laying out way too many blocks here. We need to plan this out slightly better than I have here. But I think, and actually looking at that, you can even see it from above, and you can see how cool that will start to look. There's a crazy skeleton running around over there. Did you see that? Where is he? He's obviously not above the surface, is he? Because, oops, that's the wrong button. Let's have a quick look. He's over to my left, apparently. So he must be in the shadows somewhere. He's over there. I bet he's under this platform that we built. Hold on, let's get my sword out. I can hear him. I can hear skelly noises. There he is. Hello. You seem keen to meet us. Hello. There you go. You can meet my sword. Hope you liked it. It is nice having all these powerful tools back as well. Don't you think, Anfield Angel? Just after coming from console edition, where things are slightly simpler in console edition, and which is nice. It is nice to have those simple things, but sometimes it's nice to be able to have labels on things, to be able to look at a block and see that it's called amaranth wood, and that I'd be best using an axe on it, and things like that. All that information that just comes up in these modded things. It is nice to have all of that extra stuff. So yeah, we will definitely be doing more Feed the Beast as time goes on. I don't know if I'm not going to say exactly how often. We're going to try to keep to a couple of the console videos a week, but try to get back here at least once a week as well. So keep an eye on the channel. Hopefully that's what we're going to be doing. And also, obviously, we're going to be looking at more mods. If you've got any suggestions about mods that you think we should explore, try not to make them too big. You know, don't give us anything too complicated. We are beginners. We've only done 20 videos of this, so yeah, don't give us too much to do, because I'm not sure we're up to it yet, but we'll do our best. If you've got some suggestions for things that we could try, for different mods that we could try in the game, different things that we could use for building, maybe, I don't know, exploring, maybe other worlds that we can, other parts of the world, because obviously we've discovered the Mistcraft realms, but I've also heard, is there something called a Twilight realm or a Twilight world or something like that? That's something maybe we could have a look at. So yeah, your suggestions, leave them in the comments as always, and if you have enjoyed the video, obviously please leave a like, and in the meantime I'm going to thank you all very much for watching. Anfield Angel, thank you for your help, and it's looking nice up there, by the way, with that chiseled limestone. It is looking really nice. So yeah, thanks for your help again, Anfield Angel. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!